it right there.
So why are you trying to ruin my vacation, Rex? With your motorcycle breaking down. You planned this shit, didn't you?
Yeah.
I have not moto vlogged in a long time. Not since the last Highway 666. Well, not even the last one. I've run it once since then as well, and I didn't bother filming it because I had just filmed it. But I think the last time I actually strapped the camera on was the camping trip with Claude and Eric and my wife, and I had forgot to change the mic adapter over from line in, so basically I had no audio for that, and I don't know, I'll probably end up using it eventually, I think, for something. I don't know what. I'm so far behind right now that who fucking knows if I'll ever even review that footage. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Is I know that I've been really slacking on the videos. I don't mean to, I've just been busier than hell. It is summertime here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I do have a day job, and that day job is pool service, and it's summertime, which means the pools are getting used, and I'm busier than hell. Also, I've been working on some video production work for somebody else that, come on bike, keep running, that's eating up a whole bunch of time. So I know that I had said I was going to start posting once or twice a week, and I've barely been once every 2 weeks, and the videos have been fairly substandard because it's been hard to dedicate time to it, basically. I'm trying though. I will get caught up, and then I'll get back on track, and then we can work on growing this channel again. I'm also having a problem with my motorcycle right now, like that. Did you hear that? I don't know if you could hear it in the mic or not, but I either have a fuel pressure regulator going, or an injector, or fuel pump. The problem is I just replaced the fuel pump, the fuel pressure regulator, and one of the internal lines, so I just don't know what's going on. Just that it's giving me fits. But this video is going to be about my annual trip to Datil, New Mexico, with the boys. Do a little bit of camping, do a whole bunch of drinking, a whole bunch of eating really good steak at the restaurant in Datil. Datil, New Mexico has a population of about 40 people. It's basically a gas station slash restaurant slash general store slash meat market slash campground at the intersection of New Mexico Highway and Highway 60. And if you don't know where that is, you're just like everybody else, because there's just nothing out there. It's absolutely just the middle of absolute nowhere, but had a good time, as we always do. If you were aware of the shenanigans that went on last year, where I was almost banned from the rally due to playing with a flamethrower, nothing like that happened this time. Fortunately, I was in my head going to the rally that I was going to be mellow this time, pretty much at all cost, and I was like, I'm just gonna fucking chill out. and not make an ass of myself, not try to get kicked out. I wasn't trying to get kicked out all 4 of the previous years. It just, you know, it's an older, much more mellow crowd. I mean, fuck, I'm almost 46, but these guys are much older, like 70s. And you know, I don't have to be on 10 all the fucking time. So I wasn't, you know, I basically sat around and played guitar a lot, and drank beer and ate really good food, and was fairly quiet. The quietest I've probably ever been at any rally anywhere ever. We left, me and Dino left my house at 4 a.m. Met up with the boys about an hour from my house, way out on the east side of Phoenix. And you know, had a cup of coffee, got ready to leave, got ready to go, and everything was going good. We actually, we picked up a stray. Okay, he had asked if he could ride along with us. Some guy named Brian, friend of Sorelli's, I guess. And of course, you know, we're friendly guys. Steve told him, you know, yes, of course. So we leave the gas station at the meetup place, you know, and we're all ready to get on the road. And this guy, he's in a full fucking race suit and what looked like basically like a stormtrooper helmet. Right off the bat, he's like jockeying for position. Like, apparently he thinks that, you know, we're in a race. On a trip like that, where you're riding with a whole bunch of people, you're not in a race. You're not racing, you know. We got an 8-hour ride ahead of us. You don't want anybody hurt or you don't want to break any motorcycles, anything like that. So you take it easy. We run 75, 80. It's not like we're fucking at a fucking snail's pace or anything. But 75 or 80 was not good enough for this guy, and he just literally kept just going, you know, lane to lane. Kind of like what I'm doing right now, but I'm you know, I'm by myself. Nobody's relying on me, and I need to get away from these traffic. When you're riding in a group, you stay with the group because it's a lot safer when you're a big giant target that everybody can see. So this guy's literally like passing within, like inside the group of bikes, gets all the way to the front and just fucking, I guess, decides that he's now leading this posse and just starts hauling ass and doing like stupid passing, you know, like pass on the double yellow, pass on the hill, pass in a corner. I noticed that there was nobody behind me anymore. I pull over and I wait and I wait. I don't see Steve, I don't see Christoph, I don't see anybody that was behind me. I finally turn around. I find Steve and Christoph, they're pulled over. They had just decided to turn around as well. Because no Rex and no Chris. So we wheel back around. We find Rex and Chris. Rex, his Buell had broken down on the side of the road. Yeah, so we pull up there. We try to figure it out. It became really clear. It was something that we were not going to be able to diagnose, you know, without the proper tools. So Dino, who was the only real friend of my group that had been in front of us, he turned around as well. The guy that, you know, asked to tag along with us for the safety and numbers thing just completely fucking, he just left. Like, oh, fuck these guys. they actually pull over for broke down comrades. No, I'm not digging it. I'm fucking out of here. And we never saw that motherfucker again, fortunately. I don't know if he avoided the rally so we wouldn't fucking talk to him or what. But, yeah, he just completely evaporated. But, you know, you run into guys like that. You know, I guess it, you know, like they used to say, it takes all kinds. And some people are just assholes. It's just the way they are. So, just let that be a lesson to you. If you're ever riding in a group and you don't know the group, if you're like the only stranger, just kind of hang back and ride with the actual group. I don't know what this dude's deal is. Maybe he's just got a fucking like micro penis. He definitely doesn't have a small gut. He was a fat fuck for sure. But, you know, some dudes are always out to try to prove something, and that was that guy, and you don't want to be that guy for anything. So Rex's bike's broke down. He calls, I think it was the American Motorcycle Association, their roadside assistance. 3 hours, took 3 hours for them to find us. The girl on the phone apparently didn't know how to read a map, could not find us, couldn't find Rex and his broke down motorcycle, which is really weird because this is Arizona and there's only one road between towns here. It's all mountainous and shit. Also, it's not like there's a million fucking ways for you to go. So we sat in the desert for 3 hours under a tree until Rex finally got rescued, then continued on our merry way. Ended up having just absolutely lovely weather all the way to Datil. You know, rode Highway 666 again, you know, and that was great. You know, that was a lot of fun as usual. Got to Datil, got set up, went to the restaurant, got fucking super drunk, and then basically went to bed early. You know, we'd all gotten up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to go on this ride, and now it was like 10 o'clock at night, and yeah, we crashed out. The next day, some of the fellas went to Pie Town in the morning for breakfast. Me and Scott just stayed at the campsite. Both of us were, you know, we're gonna go to Pie Town anyway on the way home, so I don't really need to go there twice in one trip. And you know, this is my vacation, and I've been working really hard. It's 112 degrees out every single fucking day, and working in the hot sun, and I was enjoying the 78 degree weather and sitting underneath a big ass shade tree. I started drinking beer at about 7:30 in the morning, and I finished probably about, I don't know, 11 o'clock that night. And basically, other than going to the restaurant to eat a couple of times throughout the day, I sat under that shade tree just playing guitar and heckling my friends for my amusement. Speaking of that, I hopefully still have the video on my phone. I need to transfer that onto my computer. At one point, we had a sing-along with our core group. You know, there's some people that we see every year that end up like partying with us at our personal campsite. You know, like our buddy Tony and PJ and her dad Phil, and we sat around. And I'm sure if you're familiar with the channel at all, you know that Steve, one of my absolute best friends in the whole world, I like to pick on him. So while I was good and drunk, I started playing the classic, the Dolly Parton classic, Jolene, and changing the words to "Oh Steve, why do you dress like a lesbian?" And then I made everybody circle up, and we all wrote one verse of "Oh Steve." You guys are all gonna sing your parts, right?
Yeah.
For Oh Steve. The 2019 Datil theme song is Oh Steve. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, why do you dress like a lesbian? Your turn, Dino.
Yeah, no, I'm taking
Oh Steve, oh motherfucker Steve, why did you have to leave? Well, he did say he had to go to that.
Oh, Steve, please don't take my new man, 'cause I'm going. Come on, Dad.
Oh, Steve, oh, where have you been all my life?
Yeah, sing it, Phil! Woo! The ride home was basically uneventful, really. We went a different way home, so we went Salt River Canyon, and in the canyon there was a group of these Mexican bikers, and I don't mean like Phoenix Mexican, I mean like their license plates were from Sonora, Mexico, who I think they were just running the canyon over and over again. They were all on Ducatis and BMWs and shit like that, and we ended up racing them through the canyon. I kind of wish I had my helmet cam on for that, because that was a lot of fun. But other than that, pretty uneventful trip. We made our last stop in Miami, Arizona, this tiny little mining town, about an hour and a half from home. Their claim to fame is they serve a 32-ounce ice cold PBR on tap for $5. So that's pretty much your perfect beverage for crossing the desert. You know, we did have another, you know, hour and a half to go at like 110 degrees crossing the desert. So we needed to, you know, hydrate before going, have us a nice icy PBR. Hope the bike makes it home. I know it will. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can. But this is definitely going to be my last ride before tearing it apart, fixing it. So basically, that was the Datil trip. I got home at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon that day. Jumped in the pool. Had a couple cocktails, and all was right with the world. That's why I decided to throw the helmet cam on tonight and, you know, do a little bit of narration. I don't know if it'll actually work. I might end up still having to like voice over everything. And I don't actually have a whole lot of footage from Datil. I didn't shoot very much at all because, like I said, I was just kind of sitting around drinking beer, playing guitar, enjoying myself, relaxing.